You see a McDonald's on almost every corner, over 40,000 locations worldwide. And you've probably heard that franchise owners make a fortune. But here's the kicker. Most people think they're buying a burger business. In reality, they're signing up to be a high-stakes tenant for one of the world's biggest landlords. After royalties, rent, labor, insurance, and a dozen other costs you've never thought about, the actual take-home might shock you. Today, we're breaking down every single dollar. No guesses, no hype, just math. Let's start with what it costs to even get in the door. McDonald's requires a minimum of $500,000 in liquid capital just to be considered. That's cash you need to have on hand. Not your house, not your retirement fund. Liquid. The total investment to open a single location ranges from $1.3 million to $2.3 million. That covers construction, equipment, signage, seating, and the initial inventory. On top of that, there's a $45,000 franchise fee. And here's the detail that changes everything. Unlike most businesses, you don't own the building. McDonald's Corporation owns the real estate. You're renting from them. Keep that in the back of your mind. It becomes the most important number in this entire breakdown. Now let's talk about what comes in. The average McDonald's location in the United States generates roughly $3.7 million in annual revenue. Some do far more in high-traffic areas. Some struggle. But $3.7 million is the widely reported average. Sounds like a gold mine, but watch what happens when we follow one single dollar through the system. Think about the next time you buy a Big Mac. For every dollar you hand over, here's exactly where it goes. 30 cents disappears immediately into food and packaging. The beef, the bun, the wrapper, gone. Another 27 cents goes to the person handing you the bag. Wages, benefits, payroll taxes. That's over half your dollar already, and the franchise owner hasn't seen a penny. Now McDonald's corporate takes their cut. 4 cents goes to the royalty fee. That's non-negotiable. Every single sale, 4% goes straight to headquarters. But here's the part most people never hear about. Rent. McDonald's charges its own franchisees 8 to 10 cents of every dollar for the privilege of operating in a building that McDonald's owns. This is the real business model. McDonald's isn't a burger company. It's a real estate empire that happens to sell burgers. Then there's the rest. Utilities, insurance, maintenance, local marketing contributions, equipment repairs, and taxes. That's another 10 to 12 cents. So let's count what's left. Out of that original dollar, the franchise owner keeps somewhere between 6 and 8 cents. On $3.7 million in revenue, that translates to roughly $220,000 to $300,000 before the owner's personal income taxes. Now, $200,000 sounds comfortable, but here's what that number doesn't tell you. It's also the price of answering the phone at 3 a.m. because the freezer broke down. It's covering a shift yourself because 2 employees called in sick on a Saturday morning. It's spending your weekends reviewing food safety audits instead of being with your family. This isn't passive income. This is one of the most operationally demanding businesses on the planet. And here's the comparison that changes the entire conversation. If you took the same $1.5 million and invested it in the S&P 500 over the last 10 years, your average annual return would have been roughly $150,000 with 0 employees, 0 rent payments, 0 3 a.m. phone calls. You'd make slightly less on paper, but you get your time back completely. Now, there's a counter-argument. Most successful McDonald's franchisees don't own just one location. They own 5, 10, sometimes 20 or more. That's where the real money is. Multi-unit operators share management overhead, negotiate better terms, and push per-location profit higher. The top franchises clear over $1 million a year, but they also have $10 million or more on the line. This isn't a get-rich-quick path. It's a capital-intensive, high-pressure business with thin margins and enormous operational demands. So the next time someone tells you McDonald's franchise owners are all millionaires, now you know the real math, 6 to 8 cents out of every dollar. That's the truth behind the golden arches. Every dollar has a story. Make sure you know the full story before you invest yours. If this kind of breakdown is what you've been looking for, hit subscribe. We do this every single day.